ensonga nga bwe zigenda maaso mu ggwanga naye nga wakati wange namwe tukimanyi ennaku ziri 8 zokka ezibula Uganda ebenga esalawo so mu nnaku 8 ezo zitugezaako okutunulira wamu n'omukuku na Tamale Mirundi atubuulire ye endowooza ye eri ki naddala nga Electoral Commission yavaayo n'efulumya ebiragiro ng'egamba nti yafuna okuwabulwa okuva mu minisitule y'ebyobulamu mu districts 13 abakandidates ab'enjawulo gye batakubye campaign so ekibuuzo kiri nti bano abalonzi bo are they going to make an informed decision or not?
Let me tell you.
And what does it mean?
By now nabagamba nti mu Africa you study society kyolaba kati abo social scientists batuyambe. It's not like Europe. Do you know what is contained in the Bobiwine's manifesto? Walabye kuyani
nalabako ya President Museveni
wagisoma
nagisoma muko
ngeri mubisi bibiri ku debate. This election is between abagala consolidating nga sikiwayo wa future ne frustrated youth abagate bafunyemu
two groups zokka ziri mu competition
tinabana abasajja bagezi. When you look at the way they are organizing themselves, the opposition in a hand engaged nnyo tekakati Tumukunde does not campaign for himself. Tumukunde says mulonde change. Why? Tumukunde knows he is now protected as a presidential candidate. Otherwise nabaga nti Bukedde vision yet sola kuba kifaananyi kya Tumukunde nga bamusibye empingo because it was a humiliating photo. Abasajja abo baatuula ab'opposition ne bategeera nti Mao ajja kututabula ayinza okuba mmolo yaba is angat ekibiina kye tukisokodde ne bamufuula chairman. Owaki chairman wa gundi owaabwe gundi lebali baprotesting okukwatibwa kwani Mao ne bamudisaminga. Tumukunde tanoonya kaluluke anoonya future tikakati Bobiwine bwabeerawo the opposition nga weeri Bobiwine yekweka mu opposition and has a number of MPs. Era nabaga nti Tumukunde wagenda obbakubira yali muyiso omuntu yenna ayina empapula enfu yeesimbawo agenda mu expose nga aveeyo
abamanyi
kakati bwobatunuulira n'otunuulira nti a person ono omukulu w'ebikonde who had the wealth of knowledge ono gwe basse bategeera nti agenda kuditeketinga wa Museveni bamubattula. What does it mean? Waliwo omulala ajjayo omutwe waliwo omulala agenda okulosinga wa Museveni ng'ono bamubattudde
gatako negundi ono muvubuka Frank Akumbuzi
kakati ono Bobiwine bwe yamaze okuva ewa Lwanga yalazeewa Omega. What's the significance of Omega? Omega, that man, that pastor and the pastor Semper fought vigorously against Kayanja's alleged involvement in homosexuality. They lost the case. Kayanja is an entrenched pastor in the State House. This is why when Bujingo meandered into State House to preside over Afende Muhoozi's birthday party to be a chief celebrant, Bukedde yamukuba. Nibagamba n'ekizimbe kye yasabira ekyali venue tikitonya to hit at him. Muti mubitegeera. Kakati Bobiwine, even if you had a last minute bomb linking Bobiwine to homosexuality, nobody will believe it. Why? Has already insulated himself. Has gone to a man who fights Bisiaga, Omega. How if Bobiwine was receiving money from homosexuals, how could he be hosted and the man moved a step further? Abirwanyisa.
Wow.
Kakati kitegeeza nti bino byonna nze sigana put you up Gondi instead of working like a fire brigade ensure that the capital
Bobiwine ni amubalira
babala bagezi babazi bayina a foreign hand. I suspect sai tibabala nnyo akola gundi wano nakola yin
nti you suspecting okubanga ali funded by abali byebisiya gata against okusabira abali abamuru ababirwanyisa.
Before the president takes a route, there is a route command. Temala gavuga bwata naki. There must be people stationed. Ne motoka iraba bakaba emo yitawo indanita. That's why motoka yentomedde ne muleka bulisimbo kubanga namujja mu information. Emotoka za president zali ziseewo yali avudde watomere yange head on. kakati muntu ki, is it God who created this situation where Museveni met Bobiwine at Chibuye?
Was it planned?
And if Museveni is not a man who can stomach a provocation, bali ba provocation ne bakuba Bobiwine amasasi. Ani abikola?
That's a question. It's worth thinking about it.
Before I talk about violence, I must even protect the president's security. It seems they are inside as we see.
So the state is also infiltrated. Is it what you're trying to say?
When I was still in State House, I observed one rule. You don't reveal the whereabouts of the president. At one time, Bukenya incited the president against me. Yali eranda nali nyenyi yabasabaze. Kati I was contacted. The bangamba create a diversion, defend this. There's 2 planes, the wachi yali nyenyi yabasabaze. Never creating as an intelligent man. He was checking the economic class. From now onwards, but many sabot never jakutamu. Bukenya incited him against me. Why did you reveal my whereabouts before I even boarded the plane? I said, it was security. I even helped you to create a diversion for you. Are you harassing me? Kakati, oh no. Our Bobiwine, yes, Museveni had it one day. Yasinkana n'abaani n'aba Sebagala, Ekisubi. Namuwevingira no namuwevingira. Naye ekyo was advised to go by helicopter Museveni n'agaana. Nja kubayitamu. Kino ekyekyo ye kyavuddewo.
Ate nga bakitegera nti Bobiwine yagenze ku Omega kusaba.
Bobiwine lwaki yalinze essaawa ezo? Why did the two correspond? Arrived at a particular.
Are you trying to say nti Bobiwine n'aba informers with this?
Ebyo mbibalekera naye nze kembagamba. Kana kataba nakawandiika dda.
Naye ati kibuzo kyange tokizzeemu.
Ekyo nkibalekera. Akatabo kano kalaba nakawandiika dde.
Wakawandiika compiled at 5:33 on the 21st of April 2017.
Kana akatabo kangi nnyo. Nakakoba emirundi mingi.
Kagamba ki?
Again at the crossroads.
Again at the crossroads.
Bagamba nti ekisanja Museveni ejja ekiyisaamu. Whenever we have a problem, but tuli ku crossroad, Museveni identifies the right way. Kati nabagamba where Ugandans must take care. One in a page in. Those who have it, who have not bought it, you go to the bookshop, they are there. One of them, those who fear inside the buildings. Nkugamba, after analyzing the above, the question is why the opposition in Uganda has failed to defeat Yoweri Museveni. My observations are based on 3 factors. In almost all African countries where the incumbent have been defeated, there are 3 remarkable factors. Our security, our chi. There are 3 factors that cause trouble in the country. 1, the opposition in Africa is fragmented. In many African countries, political parties rotate around ethnicity, which renders efforts to forge unity against the incumbent impossible. In addition, the opposition lacks money to survive and only resort to being models of the regime. This means that the incumbent in such a cases as it is in Uganda controls both the party and the opposition. This is how President Moi maintained the power for 24 years in Kenya. However, when Moi picked Uhuru Kenyatta as a political novice, the opposition picked Mwai Kibaki. No one Uganda bwekiri. All of these years, 2 years to the election, we have had many financial scandals. Nga buli wali sente bagoba omuntu nakalema namukwata ne batwala mu kangalo kooti yaabwe ne bagoba ba nasali ovunaanira nasali buyabye ne banne miliyoni 45 mu ministry mu Yaveda. A woman who presided over a project of $100 million. Amasanyazi ne bagaba buli omu. They were accumulating money for elections. Etaka gonta yevo utakali kabanyolo nali tunda lya tatawo tukuze kabanyolo utakali agondi ono musajja ne batunda etaka to raise money because they were obsessed with the money. As they tampered with the service delivery, bo balowooza nti abalunzi bagule mulabe babalete 10 omulenzi oyo adduke ne kagulupu ke. Nkugamba Another important factor is where the opposition has mobilized the masses against rigged elections. This is where you have the problem.
Mobilizing the masses.
Yes, because tamunazanyira ku babaka bwa parliament. Lowa kundi eyo sente ze mutambuza. Ne muza sente ku masimu mwabali mu government. Mubuuze owekyo lero basamugamba. Kyolina milioni 3 ku simu yo. Zivudde wagundu. Abagambye gula masimu ago mugozi. Bano tebayeze simu tebaleeta omuchina nayo ze simu ngambala. Nazo zazana nazanika ku masana ekya sabakwata. Do you fight a satellite? Kakati, this is where there is a problem. Another important factor is where the opposition has mobilized the masses against rigged election, or where the incumbent refuses to concede defeat, like in the case of Yahya Jammeh in Gambia. Yasooka naganti nzikiriza
namani ekyo
neyekyusa kubanga amagezi yali ayina yali ayita omusajja ono agende mu state house bamuttire mu kuba kalukaddemu. The man, because he was under the Senegalese Yahya yakola ensobi Senegal eyina oluguudo oluyita mu Gambia ogenda mu territory yayo. This man blocked the road. The Senegalese said no, what type of person are you? Bagezaako nokukola Senegambia mu biseera bya Sajjawala ne Kirema. So Senegal has an interest there. The moment this Yahya blocked the road, the Senegalese moved in. Katukukuba oveewo ono yaddukira Senegal sije yava. He made a mistake. Kakati nkugamba. The next point, which the third case, is where the army has intervened to remove the incumbent from power. An example is Burkina Faso. In this case, during when the army played a big role and ushered in a new administration, the same was applied in Central African Republic. That's what I tell you. A country that cannot sacrifice its children for all domestic overseas interests is not a country. America later abajase mitwale inabongeza kasavu. France, that's why the commander of NATO forces must be an American general, the standard weapon. Kakati Rwanda has deployed soldiers in Central Africa.
Do talking about deployment. When
the army move in, but our army is composed of highly educated people.
Uganda.
Finally, the death factor. Unfortunately for the Ugandan opposition, all of the above factors do not and have not applied. Uganda's situation is very unique. I have always compared the Ugandans to a divorcee who has almost seen it all. In the mid-80s and 90s, a political wave of change swept across the African continent, ridding it of single-party dictatorships, with Uganda remained an island. The question is why? Because Uganda's history is quite unique. Ugandans went through the n.u.p. Kabaka alliance, struggles of 60s, the Idi Amin murderous regime that left 1 million Ugandans dead, the military juntas, and the finally the NRA. I was experiencing somewhere, Nembaganti, until Uganda yawona the revolutions of North Africa. They are coming back in a different way. Mubaraka is nowhere. Mubaraka is nowhere. Bashir is nowhere. They are following the Nile. That's why I tell you.
Gamba kati Nile flowing every kati ekoma when.
Eriba akozesa muwala wa chapati. A campus student. Eno bakozesa zaji.
Muyimbi.
Look what the sequence. I have a lot of time. I look at these people.
Nile kati flowing ekoma when.
Mbategera nti beni navuma narwananga ne musisi ngabantu bagamba nze natakisi zange. Even that one, if I can protect my property, ate kibakitiyanga ate mu government mwendi mali yange bajibu. I stood up. Oba nenaka munye 10 oba mmeka nanga akukenzi byeyo. Nafune ettaka.
Soka tule mwakubye mu luseka sikamukasi.
Nze Tamale. Yakusa yagala dibba nalupo.
Buli mukata kubye mu luseka sikamukasi.
Ettaka nja kulitundira nalitunda. Ate nalikuza government. Kubanze nafuna amagezi gange nengula ettaka mu middle wa project nga tebasobola kukola project. Auditor General n'ayogera. Mbosai na balibe nakola ki mumpita weraka mumpita musiru nalifunde millions za $2 oba mulowooza nti fetwa jja
ngoli musajja muganda
kwanikira ddala nakubase bagumu naliremera ne bagenda ne wa president n'engeremera ne bateekamu akasajja musemenya ennyumba ya staff byamusiyaganga n'adduka paka lwegivaamu n'entunda ettaka lyange weerindire temuyinza kunteereekamu kaakati nakubanga musiŋambakanga nti abaleeta ebizibu gavumenti eringa gundi eringa bodaboda ekivuvumira n'ekikongoli ebigikuba ekibu kaakati beribera ani yamukuba ekigu mwana yeeyokya because Ugandans are very unique people. That example of boda people banning themselves tetukirabyeko wano kakati ani abikola ani yabijja Tunisia abireetewo
naye sisuubira nti was a staged action. No si bwe kyali muzeeyi Tamale ebyaddala. Then what happened after?
Ankyagaana anti kekano kenkugambye ti Ugandans are very unique people. Ekyokubiri insurance gyetuziresinga obukulu mu Uganda tebamula nti abo abantu bafa monitor ba highlighting. Most of those people were workers mu Uganda. Ffe tuli mu informal sector. Abo abaana bannereega
yezo sente zaalagawa
nembalekera omulimu gwabwe.
What happened to that compensation money?
I don't have a government job, but my resistance costs, I derive my resistance costs from doing private work.
What happened to that compensation money?
Kakati nze nkugamba anti Museveni bwe yagamba compensation bokedde nekuba nti baganye ate nekaddamu nekakuba n'olugongo lwako nekakuba nekagamba abaakubwa babuliddwa kubanga balowooza nti Museveni bamucompensate. Oyinza okubanga naye Museveni balooya bamubuulira balooya be ti if you compensate these people are you creating a danger because his initiatives Museveni is a generous man. Baana bwe bati bafe kakati kwalowozeza nti yali kubidde omukyalo oyo w'ebikonde
apana wewa katuyongerewo ne STV the sharp talk olunaku olweggulo President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni yabadde ayogerako ne abawagizi be oba voters eside ze ekisoro bamusabye nti owaaye ayina okuta mukaoba okujjako okusonyiwa mu omwana w'obutaka General Kale Kayihura yali adumira polisi yensi yatu Uganda. Kati n'omukulembeze w'eggwanga yavuddeyo n'agamba nti agenda kwogerako ne kooti y'amagye okulaba nga badroppinga all charges against Kale Kayihura. Wano wenjagala okubuuliza omukukunavu Joseph Tamale Mirundi kino kitegeeza ki? Does it mean Kayihura akomawo active service oba eno target yakuwangula kalulu?
Nakugamba nti abo abasajja tebamanyi Museveni waabakubira. Many people don't understand Museveni. Museveni never fight personal battles. When any general oba omuntu yenna amukwasa kooti ye. That's why he finds the problem of the dealing with the police. Police in a police marshal, in a disciplinary committee. Tinyefunza first ya kote marshal. Ono tumukunde yamala egindi banga. I used to tell him tibaja kusibanga takkiriza. Banze nalira ni mu 201. Ngira yakala police.
Hey, ambition yavadda. Okay.
We had planned for 2016.
Yaja 2016.
Bankwata nange bankwata. We met afterwards after ngali gundi emyaka mingi nemuganda nange lebakwata bwe yali agenda okubesimba okuba meya he called me. We had a meeting muganda wa nawe odduse loza ekireri kiri mulungi we met in Fanga bagita batyeyo nyanganga twinyanganga
Fanga hotel awe nakasero
nampa ne kadola awo twatula ulire muganda wa nawe wokeza.
Okay.
Kakati abantu abo tabamanyi trend ya Museveni. Museveni does not panic in elections. If you expect Museveni to panic in elections, tomumanyi.
Niye kano kana akacontain
Ssaabasajja Kabaka yakwata ekisumuluzo kya Besigye n'agenda egende mu katale ke wa Kiseka bwakitunulako bwakizeena bwakitaluddawa. What did Museveni do? Museveni summoned the parliament to enact a law to protect our traditional leaders at the peak of an election. Abantu bonna mukama watusi mukama wakoze eki nabaga no, we don't have this law. Tuyinza okufuna ekizibu ku bakulembeze baffe. Let us protect. Era sekandi omusajja w'amaanyi sekandi came back, convened the parliament, neyiseteekera ne queen ayina etteeka erimufuga. It was an omission to bond the traditional leader China Chafuliwa. Mukula, who was shouting himself hoarse, ti Museveni amuwalana kubanga ayagala kwesimbawo. When Mukula had problems ne bamusiba mu kkomera, who helped Museveni and how? Mukula yali takimanyi, oli yamukubira essimu n'amugamba nti first lady's office, not first lady, baali balina first lady yalina charity ye nga bagiyita batya,
charity ya first lady Angela
ne bakubira Mukula essimu. Mukula bamugambye wejja okudiringanga ne office ya first lady fe tumutya bamulimba. Kakati Mukula kozi ye bamutezi sajja omuntu yakuba essimu mu State House n'agamba nti twagalayo miliyoni 2.4. First lady's charity eyagalayo miliyoni 2.4 okulwanyisa gundi siriimu. Mukula abagenda zitwala essimu nevuga, baali basharinga office n'omuntu naye was from State House, can you get this man? Namumubulira namugamba, you want me in State House? Yes. Now ti kyava mugamba nti sente ziri ze babadde baagala mu State House nze kanzitwale ndaba gyendaga. Mukula never bothered to ask whether the money reached the facility good. Ne musanga boosting. I had put Mukula to see the president. Ne mugamba Mukula, the MP for Ruhama should go to the doco first. Against the president ampayiriza Mirundi afuma Kayanji nze nabagamba president Museveni tabagira Rushiaka. Therefore bakayanga mukwano kwa Museveni ubani nga bo balowooza Kayanja aranga mi at midnight ne mugasijja kuyamba since aganti president yakuwagira Museveni tabagira Rushiaka. You can't tell anybody but not me. He was a tough man. Kakati Mukula bamu alowooza nti first lady yatwala sente tezatuuka miliyoni 5. Kati Mukula bamukwata bamuteeka mu kkomera bamwite gundi eyo temukyajjogera
zezo sente zamukwata za malaria
yakola operation n'alumba bamukula abo bamukwezi nayiwa ne banoonya Mukula Meja Jeno Mukwezi ne bamunoonya mu Sugar Bowl emifaliso gyonna Mukamuwezi n'agamba, if you a tough man why don't you can't fight? Kayigulanga mukama we amulagidde. Ayya Kayigula was a committed man.
Everyone talks about that.
I don't know how he blundered.
So does Museveni give a second chance?
Nti Museveni yeche yakola kyali eki yakwata sente naziwa baloya abatali beenaale mpanga
and company advocates
bamugamba abeeyo nga bagamba namugamba ndi Mukula ali mukomera tumuyambite chairman weenaale. Mukula was saved by Mpanga because if Mukula had appealed, the judgment would have been maintained, because when you appeal you don't bring fresh evidence. But a review, Mukula applied for a review. Mpanga yali mugezi ne office ya first lady ne fulumya tisente feze twafuna even in denominations wetano bwali bwebuti nga Mukula tiyali
ngati ya wayo.
Mukula was saved through court. Museveni gundi
sente zogera kuzali za malaria zetuulira.
Yes, kujja wange biri mu maaso yafuna kwalo ne wakapabolo. Museveni ne bidandisa. The president, as usual, was taking a slow move on whether we go to multi-party or not. Kakati ba wakapabolo ne bagamba, this man can retire. Let us form a political party. Ne bakola amagezi ne basaba sente. It is a mobilization. Biri maaso naziwamba. Kati biri maaso waziwamba. Koza inaka populanga wakababulo. I want this. When you get that money, buy a car for my wife. Biri maaso yali bwambega nakatereka. Kakati when biri mu maaso was sold to Akit. Sente libeka teneka koza mutale. Era biri maaso was seen nga ava mu helicopter agende kasese for mobilization. The money bali wandika mobilization ba wakababulo bali bagala standika ekibiina. Kakati singi president biri maaso abawabi ne bamu blocking. Kakati biri maaso ne bamukwata. Instead of dragging him to the party disciplinary committee bamutwala mu court. Biri maaso ne bamu ekibonerezo kya myaka eki. A good mobilize titajja kuddamu kwesembawo moral turpitude. But how did Museveni save him? He pardoned him from serving a sentence. Yejirinda process nego. A president can help you, can pardon you not to serve a sentence. But Museveni does not interfere in the process.
Kachogamba
kakati ne Kayigula bana ab'ekisolo gundi bwe yagenda yo ani Bobiwine te Museveni musabe Kayigula
Kayigula
ye yali alowooza Museveni does not get votes through proxies. Museveni does not believe in tribal kingpins. Museveni can go to Busoga and get votes without Kadaga. Museveni can come
to 1996.
Museveni can go to and get Buganda
votes. 2001.
Muchinana, Betwaka 96, Buganda declared into Samogere Sorokande. Chwabaputula, Nitukadamu, Mulikanaga, on Witulonze, Bessie Natwala Najuro Nemakazi, Gaganti Kabaka Tasalamvi.
Kumulembe kuno President Museveni achina amanyi okugenda ekana kuba campaign ngate kuliko
enumengo mfunyo
how
kano ke kalwa akasinga okubeera fair akaluka Uganda omutalitse amakuti abaga kwese mbuli wali sente wonna webabbira sente eza covid ezenzige zijje ziyambe mu kalwo n'amanyiwo waliwo omukyala nnaku eziyadde afulumiza amakuti abaana ne bamukwata tete yabategedde onabeba nini mubikuta byante sumulula nga ekutiya nya abana nabo bakamaliddawo bali gaggawala
nyemuze Tamale ena statement jokoze that I don't believe in it
kubulira
President Museveni
get to sort of votes without even if Kayihura is in prison
ati lwaki abantu bamusabye ko Kayihura after Bobiwine okuba bikula amaaso lwaki bamusabye Kayihura
Museveni kyakukola kati guti otumulaba siye wakoti maaso guti tasibwanga konera kala. So if you present it over court martial, because Museveni has not resorted to monkey tricks, if you a soldier, he takes you to the court martial. Kayihura is before court martial is senior army officer. Kayihura koze emirimu tumukunde ye Museveni akubulira nti when is the case against the military takuyamba fight yowawo in fact civilian ataba mwangu nnyo nti civilian amutwala mu civilian court era olwalaba bwolaba omujasi bagadde omuyamba ngaliwo omujasi baga bamanipulating ne bamutwala mu civilian court bamuvunana mad. When it comes to the military council, you are finished. The court martial kati kyatwalibwa Justin Juko Mugundi military court anti kakati bo bagenda ne bakola ensobi era nakiwakanyi the failure to handle issues. If you find a fake priest conman yanyaga abantu nga yambala ebyabafazi omutwala lubaga for discipline. If you see a conman using, because the army says anybody found using any item where we have a monopoly, you have recruited yourself into the army. No, you are diluting the prestige of the army. Toyinza kudya civilian mubbi wankoko n'omutwala mu court martial. Look what the American court martial. Not every lawyer can go to a court martial. American court martial is for celebrated lawyers to preserve the terrorists baba tutte mu court martial mu America. Bush had to create prisons in Eastern Europe ng'amanyi nti amateeka ge gali soft until Twin Tower n'ateekawo inland intelligence okumonitoringira wali ne tough rules America ne bakkiriza babajjeko eddembe lyabwe. Kakati Wembley yali illegal naye teyasolovinga musango. In Philippines this man has created a Wembley which is illegal. Bw'otta omuyaga notta omubbi ogenda ne ku ofisi ya RDC ne bakuwa ssente ez'okutta n'ez'okuziika. Why? This man took a lot to parliament, insulated them against the future prosecution. So
what do you think is going to happen to General Kayihura?
He'll finish his
tunamulaba nga akomyewo mu service.
But to say nti Museveni can be black and married, how many votes are in Kisoro? And what's the future precedent? If everybody who comes to Mbagamba nti betuteekawo president nti Bobiwine etakwata bawe another person because he is popular, will you deal with the pastors?
Hapana.
Abayiwa abantu Serwadda ayiwa abantu ku Namboole. Nze nina program ewa Serwadda kiyinza oba tuwalira emyezi 6 nga basumulula amabaasa abantu bebajja babasabire hafiya kakanda ayiwa abantu mu kibuga ensi nejjula abantu emyezi mukyovula bazimbagamba titutunuliranga ekintu n'ogamba nti nze amu stupid akkiriza mu wikikulafu siri stupid, I'm highly intelligent. I've evaluated into being cholera. Instead of using an expensive lawyer, what I use very little. And if people fear me. Kakati Butoro was nti bajja kayula bajja muta bajja kubeera soft during election. You are creating a very dangerous precedent. In American history, waliwo omusajja amuyita General MacArthur. General MacArthur bamukuba Philippines naddaga we shall return. Yaleeta olutalo lwa Korea. General MacArthur yalagira bakuba ng'olutalo alwagala. Ekyasevinga America, they had developed gonde paratroopers who fight behind the enemy lines. But China was pumping millions of soldiers on a daily basis. So in 1954, an armistice was made. And yet the question arose, should we charge MacArthur? Yes, the then president of the United States said, the buck stops at me. If we don't charge MacArthur, we shall have created a very dangerous president for American armed forces.
Akade nakono kashitwaliriza ndanga nsibira tukumetuse wenyine wetino kubanga tuvira musawa zeno nenga
enyondo yange gentambula nayo tekubate
ndezo weke
Museveni yabanga
kandabe nyenyine gwezito
Museveni bamugamba
kandabe kunyonde mzeita
Museveni bamugamba nti umusajja ayina enyondo ayina nsi nze kayibula yampa permission okutambula nasi
enyondo kuzitowerera
naye yabaga nti gwe mumuleke agibatuleko omusomo njamupanishinga n'okusinga kitatta
mzee Tamale ene mwebale nyo bale dala okubeera nafeera mwebale kutambula ddala nga bwe twatandise program ensonga nyingi nnyo ze tuba tulina okubanga twogerako naye ng'obwakadde tetusobodde kubanga tuzimaliriza mzee Tamale.
The non-criminals fear the heavy dismemberment of soldiers.
Ekyo tuba tulina okwogerako naye akadde tekatukkiriza tulina okubanga tuva waneno mzee Tamale atana musango tatya musirikale. So bannayuganda balina okubeera okay with the deployment eri mu kibuga. Wakati wange tukimanyi nti ekibuga kiri partition kyabakikubyemu ebibanja mulimu ekya Major Muhanga mulimu ekya Muhozi mulimu ne Major General Paul Okech. So katulinde tulabe okulonda bwe kunaabeera 2014 January ennaku ziri 8 zokka ezibulayo.
Instead of using foreigners like in the Central African Republic,
mzee Tamale katuvewa.
Let us have our own people to provide security. These are the products of the revolution.
We wow. Tupenda kubanga tusuka umubadde balayi balungi amanya nze Simon Chris Makanga ninga tulina programs endala eziddako kudako sports updates. Johnny ne Marjorie we bali already okubanga bagenda kuwa ebyo ebigenda okuva mu kisike by'emizannyo. Producer nge Husna Afete bale kubanga tutambudde fenna. Jeff we bale kubeera mu byuma Don the drone obadde ku kamera. Mubeere bulungi pakola okubya oluddako mweraba.